Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a too-long didn't read version of Iron Reaver on normal and heroic. If you're doing this fight on heroic, it does a little bit more damage and has a little bit more health. Don't stand in green fire. Tanks will get a 15-second debuff called Artillery. Once it expires, it deals raid-wide AoE, but it deals less damage the further away you are from your raid, so run away really far. The boss will fire an orb at random ranged players' locations. Once it lands, it does damage to anyone within 8 yards, so make sure you're spread out. The boss faces a random direction and does barrage, where he shoots out a line of fire. Don't get hit by it. Pounding is a 6-second raid-wide AoE. It'll come in 3 times per ground phase. When he does this ability, the fires on the ground start to get pushed back a little bit. Iron Reaver will charge a random direction with Blitz. If you get hit by this, you will travel with the boss to her destination and you'll take damage. This is always cast twice in a row. If the boss charges through any fire, it also moves out of the way. Don't get hit by this. When the boss gets 100 energy, she goes into the air phase and takes 95% less damage. In this phase, Artillery, the tank debuff from phase 1, gets put on 3 random people. Those 3 people should get away from the raid as fast as possible. This ability, though, deals less damage in this phase. During this air phase, the boss will cover part of the room in fuel that will slow you down if you stand in it. Very quickly after the fuel goes down, she'll light it all on fire. These orange swirlies will spawn bombs, and if you stand near the orange swirly, you're gonna take damage. Once these bombs are up, you have 25 seconds to kill them, or they do raid-wide damage and spawn fire. If they do explode, they also put a stacking debuff on you that increases the damage you take from these bombs by 50% for 30 seconds. If these bombs explode near fire, they'll also move that fire out of the way. After 3 sets of fuel and fire and 3 sets of bomb, the boss selects a random player to land on. Make sure no one is in the landing zone. Upon landing, the boss will push back any fire in that zone. Every time the boss lands from an air phase, the damage done by pounding is increased by 20%. You can pop all your offensive cooldowns right at the start of the fight. You can save your defensive cooldowns for pounding or whenever you feel necessary. That was a too-long didn't read version of Iron Reaver on normal and heroic. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day.